Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we have the finale of our gameplay video where we are going up against, as you saw in the last video, the Warden here in Middara. So this is one of the bosses that you fight. Comes in a sealed, secret package with lots of other cards in there. I do want to mention our sponsor, Board Game Co. Board Game Co. is a fantastic website. You can go over there, find all kinds of games. You can buy the games over there. You can sell games to them. And what I think is most interesting is you can actually trade games over there as well. And they got great prices, all kinds of games. They're hard to find games. Basically, Board Game Co. makes it easy to buy, sell, and trade your way into a better collection. So be sure to check them out. Also, these t-shirts are sold over at Geeky Goodies, so go check them as well. There's a link in the description below for both of those websites. Okay, so let's get right down to the table and see how this is gonna go. This guy looks like he's gonna be pretty beastly, so hopefully we can get past him and survive this encounter. Okay, so next up is Rook. Obviously gains 3 stamina points. He's going to use 1 to move. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to get this loot. That's going to cost another stamina point. And it is green. You find an item. Gain 1 random relic. Of course, we are still at the mundane loot level. There's actually only 3 relics left. So I've shuffled these and we'll draw from the bottom. We have a quiver. All right, so that's just going to go into Rook's pack. So right now Rook's got 2 items in his pack. He's got the animate shard and the quiver, both of which are really just going to be stuff we sell. Oh, and did we forget? We did forget. When we killed that cave sickle a minute ago, though, finished off that group, we forgot to get a combatant loot, so we get 5 gold for that. Okay, so back to this guy now. So Rook moved. He got this. He's got 1 stamina point left, and we're just going to save that for next time, which means it is now the Warden's turn. All right, so of course he is not damaged, so he's not going to heal. Can it move towards an opponent? Yes, it can move towards the nearest opponent. Obviously, that's going to be Zeke, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, I guess. Continue down. Is there an opponent adjacent? No, there is not. Is there an opponent within reach 3? Yes, there is. Okay, so here we go. This is why I don't like to read ahead, because I do like to just have, like when you're playing a video game and, the first time you fight a boss, you don't know what's coming. That's the same type of thing here. So is there an opponent adjacent or within reach 3? Make an attack against the nearest opponent within reach 3, and then just have a follow-up. Okay, so obviously that's going to be Zeke there. Zeke is going to dodge using the occult shirt. So let's see what he gets. Oh, nothing with the dodge. Okay, so now this guy. All right, so oops. So we got 11. Zeke's armor or defense is 10, so it definitely did hit. Okay. So it's so far 1 above, and then let's see here, for every shield it's +1 physical damage, and for every star it's +2 magic damage. So we're 1 above. The shields make it 5 damage. But those 5, we can absorb some of that because he does have. Does he have any armor? Actually, he doesn't have any armor at all. No, he does have 1 from the Espelancer, because it has a passive ability. If you don't have the heavy tag, this weapon gains +1 armor. So that's down to 4 damage, but then that star gives it +2 magic damage. So he's going to take 6 damage total unless we use the Fate Engine, which I think we will. The Fate Engine, once per encounter, after rolls made against you, remove all symbols from 1 die. We're actually going to use that and remove all the symbols from that die. So let's going to mark that, make sure we mark it as used. Okay, so if we recalculate now, That's 11, so that's 1 damage, and then the 2 shields makes it 3. So 3 damage is all that Zeke's going to take there. So that puts him at 5 damage total. Much better result. But I don't think the Warden is done. So follow up, pull 3, force 10. So Zeke is going to do a conviction check against that. The Fate Engine upgrades one of his conviction dice to white. And then the other one is still purple. What is it? Force 10. All right. Did not get it. Okay. So he gets pulled right there. So I believe he just pulls till he's adjacent. And yeah, so that's where he is. So now we have to continue down again. Did an opponent fail a conviction check this turn? Yes. Make an attack. Oh my gosh, okay. So he's going to dodge again, this time using the 2 mini belts. Oh, I should have countered. The Esplanade lets you counter even if you take damage, and that would have canceled out this follow-up right here. I could have countered right there and stopped that follow-up from happening. He still would have continued down, but at least he wouldn't have pulled me. Anyway, all right, so we're going to make an attack. Oh, but first, okay, he is countering. All right, so here's for the countering. Not countering, dodging. And he rolls a skull again. Oh my gosh, okay, so that's really awful. Basically, an even worse roll than last time. Look at this. All right, so that is 11, so that's 1 damage. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. One of those gets absorbed by armor, so that's 6 damage total, plus the 2 magic damage from that. So that's 8 damage total that he's taking. Wow, just like that. I've got nothing to help here. Like, I have this that can reduce the damage by 1. The masterwork that's attached to the occult shirt, but that would still be 7 damage, which would be 12 total damage, which kills me because I don't have anything boosting my health. So, okay, I wasn't expecting to use this so early. We're going to be using From the Grave, which is the level 2 Sanctus ability that Rook has. Place a defeated ally within sphere of influence. They heal equal to half their maximum health points. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could put them there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to put him back here. Let's get him away from this guy for a minute. Let him kind of cool down. Wow. Okay, so he's at 6 health is where he'll start now that he just got resurrected by Rook. Failing those dodge rolls was brutal. Okay, but not done yet with the Warden. Did an opponent, we already did that, continue down. Is there an opponent within sphere of influence? Well, yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's within sphere of influence. And, well, but she's behind this obstructing terrain, so we're fine. And so is she, but I think, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rook is still going to catch it. Cast spell 6 against opponents within sphere of influence. Okay, the casting die is a teal one. 6, so it's going to be force 12. Rook has a white and purple conviction rating. Not enough. So, Rook has darkness cast upon him, which means is a passive ability, -1 defense, and you may not dodge. Okay, so this guy is brutal. We definitely want to try to steal those keys as quickly as possible. And it's Remy's turn. Okay. So, Remy, what you gonna do? She has 4 stamina points. She's gonna use 2 in order to fly, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. She'll just use 1 to move normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down here. Just try to stay away from it, and because he's going to move towards us, and then maybe next time she can try something. But Nightingale probably is close enough. So Remy's going to end her turn there with 3 stamina points still. All right, so Nightingale, I think she's going to first off go ahead and use her ambitious ability, which is a once per encounter ability, to give herself 2 additional stamina points. So she's going to be maxed out right now at 5. And then everybody else gets 1. Just to try to give us a little bit of an edge against this guy. Okay, so now she's going to use 1 stamina point to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll use 1 more to gain 2 more movement. 7. And now she's going to try this agility check. She needs to roll a 7. Here we go. She got it. She got it. She got 8. Okay. All right. So let's see what happens now. You feign wide and dive past the Warden's defenses, snagging the keys from its belt. Discard the blue objective token. Place the blue exit token on the space the token occupied. Okay. So basically, we've got a way out already. That exit is right there. We've just got to get to it. Now, one thing though, I believe. Let's see. I think. Draw it. No. Nightingale, somebody have to move 1 more space in. When we get to this row of spaces here, I think they'll have line of sight to this and it's going to trigger. All right, but so Nightingale has 2 stamina left. And she is right up next to this guy. I guess she could try to throw down the organic liquefy and throw some damage at this guy, right? Why not? No, because she doesn't. I'll tell you why not. She doesn't have enough. She does not have enough stamina. She only has 2 stamina points. I think what she needs to do is probably just heal. So she's going to use the Vitality Juice Box. Last thing I want is for us to just get crushed by this guy on our way out the door. So give her a little bit of breathing room because she was at 6 damage. This will put her at 3 damage. Okay, so after that was Nightingale. All right, so let's shuffle these up. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we can get out of here. Rook is going to be starting with 5. All right, he's got 5 stamina. Remember, he is in darkness, so that's something we've got to keep in mind. He is going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see what's going to happen here. Everybody, this guy's blocking the path in. I tell you what, Rook's going to actually just go here. I'll show you why in a second. Is he going to do anything else? No, he's good right there. That's what Rook's doing. Okay, so now Remy. Remy is going to move. She's at 5 stamina points. She's going to use 2 to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 more for 2 more movement. 7, 8. Another one for 2 more. 9, 10. And her last 11, 12. All right, next up, Zeke. Who, again, he has 4. All right, he's using 1 to move. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another one gets him 7, 8. But the 7 is right here. So now if he wants to jump, he's going to jump like this. All right. So he needs to pass a jump or a agility 10 check. He has 4 agility, but Rook is adjacent. So we can add Rook's strength, which is a 6. So he automatically gets the 10 that he needs. So boom, boom. But that'll take one additional stamina point because this was 7, so then 8, 9, 10. And then one more, 11, 12. And now the Warden goes. So let's see what he has to say about all this. So it doesn't have any damage, so he's not going to have to heal. Can it move towards an opponent? Okay, so it moves towards the nearest opponent, but the nearest opponent is, in fact, her. So stays right where he is. Continue down. Is there an opponent adjacent? Yes, make an attack. All right, so she is going to attempt to dodge. She gets 1 extra defense out of it. So that puts her total defense at 11 right now. 9. Yeah, I think he missed. He did. He missed. Okay. Fantastic. Is there an opponent within reach? Oh, wait. Okay, so it says make an attack and then move to the farthest space from the target. So 1, 2, 3, I think is probably the way it would go. Is there an opponent within reach? 3. Yes, there's a couple of them. Make an attack against the nearest opponent within reach 3. So that one is going to be Zeke. Zeke will also attempt to dodge with the occult shirt. 4. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So that puts his defense at 14. Another miss. Fantastic. Okay. So there's no follow-up there. So no real reason for Zeke to even counter, just because he wouldn't be stopping a follow-up from happening, and the continue down is going to happen anyway. So did an opponent fail a conviction check this turn? No. Nope. So that doesn't happen, and that's it. Okay, so there we... Oh, wait, no. No, I'm sorry. Okay. Is there an opponent within sphere of influence? Yes, everybody, right? Even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, everybody's within sphere of influence. Cast spell 6 against all opponents within sphere of influence. All right, so let's do Zeke first. Casting is teal. So Zeke needs to be at a 10. And what I say he has white purple. He beat it. He's fine. Okay. So now we'll go against Remy. She needs to be a 12. She has, I think she just has purple. Okay. Not quite 10. So she is going to have darkness cast on her. I don't think it's going to matter now, but Remy has darkness. Okay. So now we got to do Nightingale. Another 12, and Nightingale is... Oh, you know what? Nightingale is purple. So that last roll, we'll say was for Nightingale because she's the one that uses purple. So Nightingale has darkness. So Remy has the 12, okay? But she uses a white and a purple. But she lost as well. So she has darkness cast on her. And then... Rook already has darkness, so there's no reason to do anything with him. So everybody has darkness now except for Zeke. Now Nightingale's turn. Oh, you know what? We forgot to trigger this. Crap, let's do that real quick. To the south, an Earth Loa forms near a pile of loot. Spawn Earth Loa on the space this totem occupied, then place a random loot token on the normal terrain space to the west side of the Earth Loa. All right, so Earth Loas can be a bit imposing, actually. They have hulking, which means they can't be pushed, and they're not affected by currents. And we'll go through all this if we're unfortunate enough to get close to this guy, but they only have 4 movement. So we should be able to get out of here without having to mess with this guy. And I think normally I go after all the loot, but I think we're just going to ignore this one and try to get out of here, because the Warden is not playing around and very likely could kill us if we don't get out of here quickly. Now, I think Remy would have been the one to trigger that. So 2 shields. So instead of here, he would go here. So he's actually going to go before Nightingale. Okay. Is there an ally within sphere of influence without barrier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. All right. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2? If it moves 1, 2, 3, 4. No, nobody's within reach 2. Otherwise, move towards the nearest opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All right. So now Nightingale goes. She is at 5. She'll use 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so what we've got going on here is if Nightingale takes this path here, 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 then she's going to end up with a break attack from this guy. She can only trigger 1 break attack per turn. If what I was thinking she could do is she could jump like this, but that's going to trigger a break attack too because she would be adjacent to the Warden here. So I think, you know what, I think we're not going to jump. We're just going to keep moving because jumping is just a risk that she ends up falling into the chasm and dying. So she's got plenty of stamina points to make it all the way to the exit. So we're going to move here, and then when she moves here, that'll trigger a break attack. So the Warden is going to make just a standard attack against her. She will attempt to dodge using the cloak. Nothing doing there. All right, so now the Warden attacks. Oh, 14. She has one additional armor. So 10, so that's already 4 up on her. That's 7 shields. That makes it 11 up on her. That star is 2 additional magic damage. Oh, hold on. I forgot she could exhaust her badass leather jacket to re-roll a dodge. Technically, I should have done this before we rolled the attack, but I would have done it anyway since I got the skull. So let's do that real quick. Remember, this is a 4 for the Warden. All right, still nothing. All right, so that didn't matter. All right, so if I use the reinforced core upgrade, that's 1 additional defense. So, like I said, that's 14, which is, and she's got 11 defense now, so that's 3 up. The 7 shields adds 7 damage, so that's 10 up, and then that's 10 damage coming in, and then the badass leather jacket absorbs 2 of that, so that is 8 damage coming in, plus the 2 magic damage from the star, so that's 10 damage coming in. So that puts her at 13. But fortunately, both the badass leather jacket and the defensive core add 2 health each, which give her a total of 16 health. She's at 13 damage. She survives that massive attack and then can continue on to the exit and end her turn on the exit. That's it. We win. And as a reward, each party member gains 1 experience point, and then we continue to lead the way. All right, so let's let the app read that to us.
Lead the way. You sure this is the right way? Nightingale asked for the 10th time in the last few minutes, shifting uneasily on her feet. I feel like these halls are looking familiar. Yes. Suri didn't sound annoyed. No matter how many times Nightingale asked, her tone never changed. Why does it matter if we find the place again, Nightingale? Rook asked. Nightingale opened her mouth to remind him that it wasn't her knight's place to question her motives, but caught herself before she actually spoke. She tried to answer the question, but in the end, all she could come up with was, there must be something important on that pedestal. Maybe our first big find is real adventurers. Might as well check it out at this point, right? Remy came in beside Nightingale, gesturing non-committally with her wings. We've got to be close. You are. Suri stopped, pointing at a low doorway. The big room you wanted to find is just through there.
Okay, so we did manage to get past him, didn't beat him. We snuck past him, swiped the keys off of him, and snuck out the door. All right, I really don't think we could have lasted much longer toe-to-toe. I mean, technically he did kill Zeke, you know, managed to bring Zeke back, fortunately, with the help of one of Rook's disciplines. And I mean, just about took Nightingale out right there, as you saw. So I got lucky, really, because he took 2 swipes where he missed. I think he missed twice against Remy and then against Rook one time. So, you know, basically he was one-shotting my guys. So I'm really happy I managed to make it out of there. I want to show you, this is a fantastic example of how much story there is in this game, by the way, because after we get out of that level, whoa, and then so after we got out of that level, got Lead the Way, which is this little section right here that the app read to you. And then we start on this side, it tells you to go to Nightmare's Manifest, which starts right here on this page. And you read this page, Nightmare's Manifest, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, at which point it then tells you to go to Leaving the City of Alania, which is, you know, so another page here. And this is, let's see, read that, and you continue on into chapter 2. All right, so you want to flip over, you've got, it shows you here, you know, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to do spoilers, but basically shows a map where you're traveling to. You're leaving the city of Alania, going somewhere else. And then it's got some artwork here at the beginning of chapter 2. And now you've got arriving at Romstead. So 1, 2, 3 pages here at the beginning of chapter 3, and then you move on to this next one, which is another 1. I got some artwork there. 2. And then, yeah, move on to this page and read that. You've got a little decision to make here. And then we have a story round where you can do the whole buy and sell disciplines and weapons and, you know, all that stuff. You go to the market basically. And just so you know, in this one, at this point, you actually move into the common items. So we're finally out of the mundane, going into the common items, and probably means we're going to be getting more difficult scenarios as well. So, and then after that, you know, you move into, you got some side quests. Actually, the bounty that comes with the game's possible at this point. Point is, that's like 11 pages of double column text of story that you have to go through prior to getting to that next thing. Obviously, you can skim. They might have cliff notes. I know they were talking about doing that. I think they have cliff notes online, and some of this might also be, the app doesn't have it yet, but I believe they were uploading audio files of stuff prior to, like online on their website, prior to uploading it into the app. So that might be available. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really looked so far. So that's Middara. I got 2 gameplays up for Middara now. I've got a full how to play series. Be sure to check that out. Of course, the unboxing. It is, as of right now, I think has 1 more day up on Kickstarter. So be sure to go check that out you can get Act 1, which is what this is, and then Act 2 and 3 are up on Kickstarter right now as well. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to check out all my other videos. Check out the description below for ways you can support the channel. Find me on Twitter @boredoffline. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.